Hi, my name is Shay Haverkamp.
And I'm Alyssa Peiffer.
We did our group inquiry project on Google Apps for Education. So what are the Google Apps for Education? Many of the apps you see on this slide are probably, you're probably very familiar with, but I'll go through and just do a quick overview of what they are. Google Drive is like a hub for the Google Apps. It stores your data in one place. Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides are like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, but online, simplified, and with the abilities for collaboration. The great thing about these programs is that mobile students can be adding and editing to them at the same time. Google Hangouts is like a chat program. Google Sites allows you to create websites with intuitive and user-friendly processes. Calendar not only keeps track of what's going on in your life, but allows you to share your calendar with others, such as an assignment calendar with classes. Chrome, a browser you're probably also familiar with, it keeps track of all of your data as you search the web and your passwords and stuff like that. The one I think is probably less familiar to you is Google Classroom, which is that shown for in the right-hand corner. This app allows you to hand out documents to your classroom and allows your students to work on them, turn it in, then you can grade it on that same application, and you can keep track of your students' progress and their grades. It's basically one large classroom manager.
Schools can use Google Apps for Education for virtually anything, from making a lesson plan on Google Docs to scheduling a parent-teacher conference with Google Calendar. The possibilities are endless. The key to Google Apps is collaboration, and all of the apps mentioned previously are easily accessible and shareable. Users can work on the same document at the same time on any different device. You can open Google Apps on an iPad, laptop, or iPhone or Android. This makes group projects very simple and easy. Schools can also utilize the Google Apps by giving teachers the opportunity and the resources to share lesson plans, presentations, or anything by simply sharing an email or copying a link, making it easy for teachers and students to work together. There are numerous benefits to Google Apps for Education. One being that they are free. A lot of schools are switching from Microsoft Office to Google Apps for Education due to the cost savings, allowing money to go into other educational resources. In this way, they don't have to renew the Microsoft license every 3 years or so. Furthermore, they maintain security and privacy. Every student, every teacher can create their own account with the same privacy as an email. You have your own password, so it's up to you what you choose to share. The biggest benefit being that they make collaboration easy. By using Google Hangouts or any of the Google Apps for Education, multiple students can work on a document at the same time. Group projects are simple. And last but not least, save paper by using Google Apps. All the work is saved electronically, and you don't have to run to a copier to make 50 copies of something.
So the drawbacks, in my opinion, there are overwhelmingly few drawbacks to using Google Apps. However, here are some commonly stated downsides. The first is that it does take training and time to learn how to use these applications, and there's a learning curve, and you might be more comfortable with using something you're familiar with like Word. The second is that sometimes Microsoft and Windows don't play nice with Google, and formatting between, for example, Word and Google Docs like we have in the image don't go very well. In the image, there's a picture of a document in Word that's been copied and pasted to Google Docs, and the formatting is just very messed up, which can be frustrating. The last one is privacy, which is kind of going against what we said in the last slide. However, I don't think that this drawback is very viable. There's multiple layers of encryption. Your password protects everything that is on your Google Apps, and you control where your data is and where it goes. So I don't believe that this is a viable drawback.
More and more school districts are using Google Apps for Education. 1 in 5 school districts use Google Apps for Education on Chromebooks today. And it is estimated by 2020 that over 100 million students will be familiar with and using the Google Apps for Education, as you can see in the graph on your right. So obviously, it's really important that teachers and administration learn how to use Google Apps because it is becoming increasingly prevalent in schools.
How would they improve your classroom? A lot of these things, especially collaboration and efficiency, we've already talked about. We've just increased the variety of things that you can do in your classroom, and increase technological literacy, which is a 21st century thinking skill and is important. Something that is kind of a new concept to me is flipping the classroom, which is kind of distributing the knowledge part of your learning, whether that be a lecture or a document to read, through the Google Apps for students to do outside of class time, and then using class time to do some of the higher level thinking skills that are traditionally in homework. And so you're flipping the classroom in that aspect, and Google Apps can be a big part of this by distributing lecture materials outside of class and allowing for more collaborative work inside class. And lastly, would we use them in our classroom? We both overwhelmingly said yes. Google Apps are a big part of my education now, and I can't imagine my education being without Google Apps in the future. Cons are overwhelmingly few, and there are just so many benefits to using Google Apps, specifically Google Docs, Google Drive, Gmail and Calendar, Google Classroom are things that I can see using in my own classroom just to help with collaboration and efficiency.
And these are our tidbits where we got some of our information from. Thank you for watching our presentation, and we hope that you implement Google Apps for education in your future classroom. Okay, I think I did that right.